Crawford running out of options as Jermell Charlo set to lose yet another belt. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday night at 7:30. You can also catch me live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And also please hit that super chat button when you come by the live streams. Join the channel as a member and hit that super thanks button when you come by the live streams in the videos that we do. And hit me up if you want to debate. knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. Let's get it cracking though. Let's talk about this shit. So Jermell Charlo, I reported to y'all last week. It's funny, it's just now a report coming out on Boxing Scene about this shit here today, but I'm sure people will listen to that and people will start talking about that shit. But remember that we talked about this shit on the short. It's still up on the channel last week. But anyway, I wanted to attack it from a different angle. Jermell Charlo and Bakram Murtazaliev, they ain't no closer to getting no deal done. And the deadline is this week for them to get a deal done. And that shit going to purse bid. And Jermell Charlo's side is showing no interest in fighting Bakram Murtazaliev. We don't even know if Jermell Charlo gonna really come back down to 154. Now he said that he would. He said that he was just a one-out, but it's probably more likely instead of coming all the way back down to 154, he might be campaigning at 160 moving forward. We don't know. But what we do know and what I can tell y'all is that deadline is like the 9th or the 10th of this week. And if they don't come to an agreement, that's gonna be another belt that he lose. So he lost the WBO. Tzu got elevated. He lost the he's probably about to lose the IBF. That's gonna make Bakram Murtazaliev and somebody else fight for a vacant IBF belt. And he just, I don't know what Jermell Charlo is doing. And I told y'all, bro, he was fighting like a fighter in the Canelo fight that was just happy to be there. And money can make you that hunger, that ability to want to go out there and be great. Money can make you just kind of chill. And if Jermell ain't gonna fight, then I do want them to start taking belts from him. I do want to see these other guys at 154 pounds begin to get their opportunity. But it does hurt a fight. For every belt that Jermell lose, that's a potential big fight for Terence Crawford that's seen to be going down the drain. Now we all know Errol Spence activated his rematch. We know that we're supposed to get the Errol Spence Terence Crawford rematch sometime early next year. Still waiting to see what network PBC gonna land on. We don't know. You got reports talking about Amazon. You got reports talking about Netflix. They were tied to. They were said to have been in talks with DAZN. I think people just throwing shit up against the wall, guessing, so that when they do announce what their network deal is, they can hit you. You know, hey man, I told you. You know, that Bill Haney, Devin Haney way. You know, we gonna say everything. Content creators do that shit too. We're gonna say everything under the sun so that when something happens, you can say that you said it and shit. Common tactic used by a lot of people, bro. But for Terence Crawford, man, this gotta be bad news for him. Bad news for him as well, trying to become a 3-time undisputed champion in 3 separate weight classes. No man's ever done that before. And so for him to be able to do that, it would be easy if he could get as many belts and as less fights as possible. But now, if this goes through, and let's say he beats Errol Spence in the rematch as expected, if this goes through, then what do you have, bro? You have another now you got to fight. You got your rematch with Errol Spence, then you have to go pick up the WBO belt, then you have to go pick up the IBF belt. Then you have to pick up, if Jermell Charlo's still there, pick up his 2 belts, assuming the WBA and the WBC don't strip him soon. It just makes that road longer and longer to get to that journey, which is something that he said he wanted to, something he said he wanted to accomplish. That journey becomes longer and longer. He ain't got a lot of time. Homie 36 years old, bro. He 36 years old. He ain't got time for shit like that. He ain't got time for it, fam. Just straight up, he ain't got the time for it. So, it's bad news for him. Because if Jermell Charlo go up to 160,
watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
The only big fight at 154 is the Errol Spence rematch. And then after that, what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to be fighting at 160. And now, if you bug Crawford, are you big enough for 160? Are you big enough for 160? I don't think he is, but you know, we'd have to see that shit. But this gotta be something that he's paying attention to. I know his fans are paying attention to it, and it's just not. It's not good for him, bro. It's not good for him that Jermell Charlo keep.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Belts taken from him. The Tim Tszyu thing, that's one thing, but now you're about to lose another belt, so now you'd have to have 3 fights for undisputed, and 2 of those fights, they ain't really like, no disrespect to Tim Tszyu or Bakram Murtazaliev, but come on, bro. You don't want to go from making the Errol Spence money to making the Bakram Murtazaliev money, dog. Ain't nobody trying to do that. You ain't trying to go from making the Errol Spence money to the Tim Tszyu money, bro. Don't nobody want to do that shit. So, will he retire? Will he do the Spence rematch and then call it quits? Will he move up an extra weight class to 160? Will he sell his undefeated record to Canelo Alvarez for a payday and actually really move up to 168? Will Canelo even take that fight? His options getting real limited. On top of that, he ain't really signed to nobody, so it ain't like he got multiple fights left on the contract or something where they gotta make a fight for him and pay him and shit. He out here, man, with no land. He out here, you know what I'm saying, with no network behind him, no promotional company, which is cool to be free and able to do what you want, but what big fights you gonna go make? Because it looked like Jermell Charlo may not be coming back to 154 pounds. Because if he was coming back, it'd make no sense for him to keep dropping belts, bro. In my opinion, he done at 154 pounds, bro. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. In my opinion, he done. He done at 100. He done at 154 pounds, bro. Ain't no way in hell you coming back to 154 and you just letting them take your belts and shit. Because you could be like, nah, I'm fighting Bakram Murtazaliev. Go ahead and let me keep my belt if you want to go that route with the mandatory defense. Or you could be like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and fight, I'm going to fight Tim Tszyu. That's a unification since he's the WBO champion. I got the WBC. I got the IBF. I got the WBA. That's a unification fight. Unification's trump mandatories. Let me fight Tim Tszyu. And then let me see about Bakram Murtazaliev or something like that. So if he was planning to keep his belts, what I'm telling y'all is there are things that he could be doing. There are moves that he can be making, but shit, he done fought Canelo and he done went ghost on motherfucker. Look like he done fought Canelo and he just like, man, I'm out this bitch. Take them motherfucking belts. I don't care. I just made 20 million, 30 million, whatever it is he made to fight Canelo. I don't know the numbers and shit, but it's damn sure it's more money than he done ever made put together. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you can add up. Now, he could do that shit. Yeah. He could do that shit. That shit Devin and Shakur told me, man, the 25% is more money than you ever made in all your fights put together. I bet you Jermell Charlo could really do that shit. I bet you Jermell Charlo could add up all his fights put together. And that shit probably don't add up to what he made against Canelo Alvarez. But y'all let me know what y'all think of this development, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this development, man. I think it's a real good sign that well, not a real good sign. I'm driving this shit, so I think it's a real bad sign, bro, that Jermell is dropping belts for the prospect of us getting that fight. It's a bad sign if you wanted Jermell Charlo versus Terence Crawford. The likelihood of you getting it, bro, it just continues to drop with the more and more belts that Jermell Charlo drops. That shit ain't happening, bro. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below, smash the like button, sub to the channel. I'll catch y'all next time.